It'd be a good idea if I actually unmute the microphone now, wouldn't it? I might be doing you a favor otherwise, All right, hey everybody, I'm Super Pac. Welcome to my channel here on Twitch. Oh, we got a goodie for you today. An absolute brilliant one for you today. And this is a game that met with critical reception of absolute glory, commercial success, one of the highlights of the PlayStation's library, that's for sure. And if you love cars, well, you're in for a treat. This is Gran Turismo. We're going to play the original 1998 classic that was just absolutely mind-blowing. I love what they did with it. I love the PR that they had with it, and it was just glorious. And you know, we were given little hints and tidbits and all kinds of screenshots and even film of what's going to become when it arrives in North America during that summer. So hey, we're gonna check that out. We're gonna play it for 2 solid hours, and we're gonna have some fun with it. Like I said, looking forward to this. I actually kind of was playing around with it last night to refamiliarize with this game, and it was just like riding a bicycle. It's just like, yeah. And I remember getting those licenses. Boy, I suck. But I'll tell you about that in just a second. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to run to some commercials, as we typically do here in this particular time, just to pay some bills. Maybe might be interested in some of this stuff. Who knows? Well, we'll find out, huh? Let's go ahead and hit the pause screen. I accidentally reversed the please stand by with it, so I have to make sure I hit the right thing again. There it is. And the timer is still on. Okay. We're going to run some ads here for about 2 minutes, and we'll be right back in just one moment, and we're going to go right into Gran Turismo after this. Don't go away. Yeah, this is going to be a goodie. I'm going to love this game. I love racing games in general. And you can go back to like some of the earliest of racing games, and they were just, well, simply using basic physics, if you will, of guiding your car around a track. A lot of it's arcade style. And when like Night Driver for the Atari VCS, way back in the day, you used a paddle. All a paddle really was like a miniature steering wheel. Really want to get down to it. And going to Enduro rather, from Activision. Pole Position and all of its ports. Pole Position 2 for Atari 7800, it's a pack-in game for that. And they're just lots of fun. But of course, going to the arcade and playing those games, yeah, they had stand-up, coin-up versions, but the sit-down, the deluxe version, like getting into that car in Outrun, or in Daytona USA, Sega Rally, Ridge Racer, you name it. Because people love to drive, especially us Americans who love. I have to admit, in the state of Florida, which I reside, I have been on, in my county, I've probably been on just about every road out there. So I've literally completed the map. That's kind of fun. I love to explore. And why not do it in a video game? When Burnout Paradise, pardon me for, I've had a bit of a health problem lately, so I apologize for that. When Burnout Paradise came out, it had a more or less a free roaming mode. Yeah, that's like the greatest thing. But we're going to go back a few years for this. This game was just absolutely incredible. All right, we're back. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. So, as we were saying, we're going to jump into a little game that I absolutely love called Gran Turismo. And it was a critical success. It was a commercial success. It is the best-selling PlayStation 1 game ever. And it took 5 years to develop. When you consider that the PlayStation itself arrived in our store shelves in 1995, September of 1995. And this game came out in 1998. So it's like minus 2 years on PlayStation because it was, they were hoping to get out as soon as possible, but they put so much into it. They recorded all the engine sounds. They literally, did everything, all the exact detail, including the classic cars. There's a couple of classic cars in this game that my dad actually had a slightly later model of the Corvette that you'll see in the arcade mode. He had a 71 Corvette. Difference between a 69 Corvette and a 71 Corvette, not a whole lot. But man, it was absolutely perfect. So let's go ahead and jump to our new console, TV, as we decided to celebrate the Gran Turismo by introducing our new console, which looks something like this. In fact, we have our PlayStation 2 hooked up all ready to go, and it's just ready to go ahead and load that disc in. But yeah, that's the wrong console. Idiot. New console, there it is. It's our new Gold Star color television, slightly larger than that of the original console television. But actually, I had a Gold Star TV once upon a time. Back when I was a child, I had a 12-inch black and white Gold Star television. And it was, well, it's what it was. Development didn't really start due to being too realistic. It was until the success of the Sony racers in the Greenlanded. Well, yeah, what happened, we got to remember though, 1993 is when they started developing this game. So, having said that, it took 5 years to develop. It actually arrived in Japan in 1997, so let's go back even further, a year. And this was a project of theirs that they had put $5 million in budget into. Clearly one of the most expensive video games to date make. And a lot of research, a lot of development. People literally were working day in, day out. One of the developers said he probably only went home 4 days that one of the years. And a lot of missed sleeping. But big first racer on the PlayStation was undoubtedly Ridge Racer. It was the launch title. And it was good considering that the arcade hardware was far superior to that of the PlayStation, which would be a System 22 versus System 11. Alright, so I'm going to go to the browser. What did I do wrong? Okay, there it goes. Let's try loading the disc this time, you idiot. Not like I haven't done this before. It's just been a while. There it is, the PlayStation. Oh, that classic PS logo has been in our lives for nearly 30 years. Turn up the volume on this one. I'll read your comment in just a second there, Vin. North Story claims the developer just wanted to drive a real car in game, supposedly. Not sure what believes since developer stories changed over the years. Yeah, it's true. But bottom line is, though, the amount of detail. And then the sim mode, which we will dive into. And just the amount of brands, the numerous brands that actually went along for this. Now I'm going to point out, my dad was a mechanic for over 38 years, and he knew a thing or two about cars. He had a 69 Nova, which he absolutely adored, but he traded in for a 71 Corvette because the opportunity was there to get one. He always loved the Corvette. His final car was the 50th anniversary Ford Mustang, cherry red with all the bells and whistles. And you know what? Damn it, he deserved it. He earned it. Under the right circumstances, you can actually drive an Aston Martin in this game. Just like James Bond. Sometimes. This was an ambitious game, though, like I said. And next week, we'll actually touch Gran Turismo 2. We will get into that later. There you go. Now, me, I don't have a memory card, I don't think. No, I don't. I got nothing in there. Okay, so in my case, I'm going to go to options real fast. I love cars by proxy, my dad. And yeah, we're going to do that. I want to see the configurations first, actually. Apps. No, okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you can actually damage your tires in these games, but we're going to keep that as a no, just for this 2-hour demonstration. No handicap. We're going to keep the music on. I don't think there's going to be so much of a problem with it. It's made exclusively for the game. Okay, and vibration is on. This was the first game to be developed with the DualShock in mind. By the way, this DualShock was fully utilized, sort of. Just not the analog controller. Okay, we're gonna keep that. Yeah. What's the other one? Okay, configuration 2, Vision Chase 2. Yep, I'll just change that one way. Configuration 3. Yeah. Okay, very good. Brakes are the square. Good. X is acceleration. Reverse is triangle. Emergency brake. So you can do that damn J turn. All right. Cool. And shifting up down, I don't care because I will be doing automatic because I'm a wimp. Oh. Because I don't have a DualShock 1, I have a DualShock 2, so it's not recognizing it. That's okay. I don't care. All right, cool. All right, so there's our options. Not a whole lot there. Now, we have 2 modes to deal with. We have arcade mode and simulation mode. We're going to touch the arcade mode first because why not? It's there. You can do a single race. You can do a time trial. You can do a 2-player battle. That means I have to have a second controller, which I do not, nor do I have a second player for that matter. And there's some bonus goodies you can actually acquire throughout the game through the various tracks that you have and their various difficulties. And chances are I will not acquire a single one of them because I suck. And then you can load and save your previous games. And so let's go to the single race. We're going to go easy. And look at all the manufacturers they actually got on board with this thing. You can play Nissan, you can do a Honda or Acura, a Mazda, Mitsubishi, the Aston Martin, and of course Chevrolet. And that's what we're going to be choosing. We're going to choose a Chevrolet. Now, my brother, as I indicated on my YouTube pre-stream from yesterday, had a silver Camaro. And so if I were to choose a Camaro, it would be this color because I love that. It turns out my car currently I have is something like this, burgundy. But we're going to go LC's route. And he had one of these for 20 whole years before finally the fuel system just decided, you know what, F it. I've done my job. So we're going to choose that. And I've ridden one of these things. I never drove one. I've ridden one of these things, and as I said before, I'm not a small person per se. I am rather large, despite my 5'7" height, and yeah, it's like riding in a street luge, especially when LC drives. He forgets that he has passengers sometimes, and it is quite an adventure going 155 miles to our parents' house without taking a break. So it's like a little stiff and a little sore. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one. We're going to do a standard driving style because I do not care for drift. And we're going to do, of course, automatic transmission because it's there. Why do it yourself when it can do it for you? Now, here are the courses that we have. We have the high-speed ring, which is similar to like what you find in, what is that, pole position. Trial Mountain, gorgeous track, by the way. The Grand Valley East section, another goodie. But my favorite track of this whole thing was this one, the Club Band Stage Route 5. A is at nighttime, and I love driving at nighttime, despite our traffic down here in South Florida, which sucks. Don't get me wrong, I live in Megalopolis, South Florida, and traffic sucks harder than a Hoover because other people don't seem to want to follow any rules. But nevertheless, I love driving at nighttime. One reason why I do what I do at night. Okay, so here we go. loading times weren't terrible either. Much to everyone's surprise. It was a 2x CD drive. And considering all the detail that you're going to see here in just a second, oh yeah, gorgeous. Okay, I always drive first person because, no, there it is. I always drive first person because I never sit outside my car while driving. Just a thing of mine, I guess. Now, one thing you can't do is wreck your car. You can destroy your tires under the right circumstances, but you don't see any collision marks or anything like that, which is fine. I will predictably be 6th place because, well, that's just me, because I spun on my car again. Yep, good job. Hey, good job. Let's try this again. You know you're doing something wrong when you're when your line of sight is going sideways. Like I say, the amount of detail they had was just incredible. The lighting, the reflections, the colors, and of course the physics. Now, what they did is they actually recorded every single engine sound to make it sound as realistic as possible. And then this is the same bunch of people that did Motor 2 Grand Prix. So why? And I said, well, because it had a remarkable physics engine. So they took that and tuned it up so that each car was as realistic as possible, turning the wrong way. Could I do that? Thank you, dyslexia. I'm going to get laughed. I know I'm going to get laughed, but I don't care. Oh, that's nice. That is so nice. And consider this is a PlayStation 1. So when PlayStation 2 came out and they announced a Gran Turismo, predictably, we were just like, oh, hell yes. Now, I have to admit, I love arcade mode more than anything in the world, simply because of the fact that me being the arcade junkie that I was, really good. Good job. That I had been back in the 80s and 90s. I just love hopping into the car, like an Outrun or Sega Rally or whatever, and just literally doing all kinds of BS. I'm not really there for the winning the race. I'm just there for the gameplay. I couldn't care less if I win or not. But even something as like the street lamps. Yay, wow, I'm really off that mark. Wow, I'm off a whole 10. Anyway, yeah, oh my God, yeah. Cool. This was simply a sweet game. So now we're going to watch my embarrassing replay. I got off to a tremendously horrible start. If my brother saw this, me driving his car's likeness, oh, he'd be so unforgiving. If it hadn't, you know, one of the reasons why, wow, yeah, okay, no handbrake either, kids, yeah. Oh man, that sucked. Anyway, one of the reasons why I think racing games took off in this era simply because of the fact that we're looking at the first affordable 3D engine, the PlayStation, and it could do a lot of things you want to do. Now, the developers of this game found out that, yeah, it had some limitations, all right. They want to do so much more to this game, but they couldn't because of the hardware's limitation. Well, considering that this was like the current generation of, you know, of hardware versus a computer. Remember, computer 3D cards and all that kind of stuff were becoming a thing. Not quite a thing just yet, but for serious gamers, they were indeed the thing. Now it's hard not to find one. Very nice. Like I said, one thing got me is the attention to the lighting, the detail, the tracks themselves, the cars, and like I said, having actually ridden in one of these cars, driven by my brother, who's I have to admit, he's a bit of a left foot. And, you know, this centrifugal force do indeed enact themselves really well. Yep, there we go. Yep. Thank God you cannot damage the hell out of your car. Me, I'm the sensible one. I just have a standard, you know, sedan. It has power, sure. It has get up and go, absolutely. And it's burgundy. But I do mind the speed limit because I can only go as fast as the car in front of me. There you go. Fortunately, sometimes the car in front of me is speeding like hell. There you go, new record. At least my lap 2 was slightly better than my lap 1. But overall, it still says, when you think about it, I suck. Okay, so let's put my name in this thing. Okay. That's me. Pack! Now, if I try again, will it give me the same exact car? It probably will. Yep, that's okay. Okay, so that first one was practice. Me doing 360s and all that, that's just a figment of our imagination collectively. So, let's try it again. I want to race the Corvette. So my dad up there can see. Yeah, I can drive one of these, Dad. Really? Not really. Let's see. Remember Dad trading in his Corvette, and he got a Pontiac Bonneville station wagon, a V8 engine, and it got us everywhere. We went stateside, cross states. We did everything. That was one hell of a vehicle. It actually moved all of our furniture and stuff like that when we moved from one part of Fort Lauderdale to another. And the only reason why we had to give it up because the body was rusting. Living here in southeast Florida, salt in the air is tremendous thanks to the Atlantic Ocean. And of course our wind currents. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm actually not doing terribly bad. I'm just doing sort of bad. I tell you, the DualShock is vibrating like hell in my hands. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is actually quite nice. Like I said, and one thing that this game really captures very well is just the overall sensation of speed, that forward momentum. It's captured very nicely. Considering that the environment that you see here is fully 3D, all those triangles on the screen all at once on this early system, as far as 3D engines are concerned, they outdid themselves. Wow! 49 seconds, and I still finished 5th. Okay, at least I was an absolute last. Close. I'm not surprised. Clara Z28. Good stuff. So my dad had a full-blown station wagon that we also like to fish, so we had a fishing boat as well. And I remember my best friend and I, my dad, we all went fishing one morning, and we stopped off at our local grocery store, and some guy was touting his Toyota pickup truck. Now, back in those days, this is early to mid-1980s. Pickup trucks that they made were rather small. They were four-cylinder engines even. So you can imagine that. Let's take the Camaro here. Good-sized car. Now let's put the chassis. How many last places will you get? So far, just one. But thanks for asking. Appreciate it. So think of it like a car, rather the ordinary sedan, but make it into the shape of a pickup truck, and that's kind of what the Toyota pickup trucks was back in the day. And the guy was touting it and said, "Yeah, it's $7,000 pickup truck. You suck at these games." I do too, but I love playing them anyway because I just love driving. So he was touting off his pickup truck, how cheap it was. It was $7,000 So I ended up picking him. So that's, you know, my dad said, hey, that's great. Tell me, can I pull a boat? And the guy said, sure. I said, good. Can I pull a boat more than once? And my best friend and I just burst out laughing in the back seat. I'm just like, Dad's like, and the guy just looks at Dad and says, oh, gotta go. Sorry, bye. And he just takes off. And it's just like, oh my God. And of all the dadisms that I've encountered with Dad, that is my absolute most favorite one. Can I pull a boat more than once? And that is my dad. May he rest in peace. Alrighty, cool stuff. Now, I love these games, Ben. This is one of my favorite kind of games overall, other than the arcade platformer. Okay, new record. I was 5th. Yay! And I actually shaved an entire minute off my time. That's excellent. Okay, so once again, I get to throw my initials into the doohickey, and we will exit. Oh, starting lineup. We can change the car. Okay. I mean, that's how you win races, placing anytime but 8th. In my opinion, yeah. Anything other than last place is a win for me. But for me, just playing the game is a win for me. Like I said, in arcade games, I will happily throw my 50 cents in there. Once again, we're going to go easy. I do want to check out the other Chevys. There's the Corvette. Okay. They also have the Grand Sport Corvette. And there is the Corvette 427 Coupe. Very similar to my dad's. Except my dad actually had a convertible. And it was one of the neatest experiences in the world. I was just a small kid back in the day. But he would actually put me in the shotgun seat. And he's the reason why I travel as much as I do. For the thrill, because it was absolutely just fun. Going up and down the roads in Fort Lauderdale. You gotta remember, this is the 1970s now, so our traffic wasn't nearly as bad as it is now because we didn't have nearly that many people as we do now. They're now over where we used to live. They're building taller and taller buildings, so people are now living on top of one another as opposed to finding out new land because it's all been developed. There's no free land development anymore unless you go out into these side keys up and down the state of Florida. Okay, so here is the standard style automatic transmission. Dad did drive a manual, if I'm not mistaken. I don't do manual. Let's see. So many. There's only 4 choices, but they're all good. They all have hairpin. We'll just do this one. I'm familiar with this track anyway. Then we're going to jump into the sim aspect of the game shortly. Now, what amazed me about this game is that you open up the box, you can only see one disc. It was a dual disc box, but you only got one disc because you got almost literally a car manual. Oh wow, this thing really takes off. Oh, that would be true. I think my brother inherited my dad's driving style. My dad didn't start driving like an old man until he literally became an old man. And he'd be like 5 below the speed limit and anticipate the red lights and all that kind of stuff. But when he was a younger person, oh good lord, he drifted up the highways. And we have some highways here, not Interstate 95 or anything like that, but regular highways that are just so friendly to car driving. Problem is though, they have like nothing to help you if you run into trouble. And we have one such road called Alligator Alley. Back when we used to do our fishing, it literally was a 100-mile road with like very little rest stops. And we actually wound up getting a double flat one day. Oh, good job. Thank you, idiot. Man. Yeah. Okay, so that's how you go from 1st to 6th by blinking. But we used to do a lot of fishing up and down Alligator Alley. And now there's like a rest stop every 2 miles. What the frick, Pac-Man? But back in the day, we actually wound up with 2 flat tires. Dad actually had to hitch a ride. Thank God that there was a nice trucker that came on by. He took him to the tire shop and came back with 2 tires, put them on. Dad, the guy helped him. He had a pump. And boy, this day I'll never forget. Our little 4-hour day turned into like almost 7-hour day in the summer. But it wasn't quite as hot then as it is now. I still managed to salvage a 4th place earning. Yeah, that second lap killed me. 9 seconds. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Sorry, Dad. Okay, 67 Corvette. Dad had a 71 Corvette. Not a whole lot different as far as the overall body type. Certainly not the engine type. My first car, my first place soon. Yeah, probably next year. my first car was a Geo Metro LSI hatchback. Yeah, that's Dad. Holy cow. But Dad actually drives in straight lines. And yeah, I loved my first cars. One of the options was rather notable. The engine had an option. Now, the engine have options all the time, but this was a major option because it determines what engine did you get. And you could either have a 3-cylinder engine, which is a little awkward, or of course a 4-cylinder engine. So I said, you know what? Who drives a 3-cylinder engine in America? Let's go for a 4-cylinder engine. And they're like, good choice. Because the timing on the 3-cylinder engine is a little strange, I have to admit. And it actually got me everywhere. I mean, we went all the way up to Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, my God, Orlando. And that tiny little Tylenol of a car did about 130,000 miles on it until finally the transmission said, good night. Yep, there I go. Yep, wow. Sorry, Dad. But I think combined, I've had, what, 4 cars now? Not including the hand-me-down. 4 cars that were actually my own. I probably put it over almost 400,000 miles altogether. Driving. So there's that. One of my first goals, once London Lass is able to get up and walk again, that's going to come soon, because she's already making her steps, she's already doing her, pivots and transfers and all that kind of stuff. She's going to get inside my car, sit in my shotgun seat, and we're going to go all over the place. That time is coming soon. Most definitely by the end of this year. Very good. Wonderful. 4th place. That's my best so far. Not a great time. 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Like I said, that second lap killed me. But I'm climbing. Hey, it's up there, stupid. Thank you. I have to admit my dyslexia has kicked in just a little bit. That's not fun. All right. Now, playing the arcade, I love just jump. I have a friend of mine who says rather proudly, I know nothing of cars. I just know I put the key in the ignition, I put it in D, and I put my foot on the pedal. Well, that kind of that kind of lack of knowledge, if you will, that type of it's just like it's almost refreshing to a degree. But he's an excellent debater. He has a incredible wealth of knowledge too, and for him to go all that dumb on cars. Oh man, but there you go. His ignorance on how what a car does is just absolutely breathtaking for a man of his intelligence. Anyway, there's a lot more to do to that, so we're going to actually go into the simulator mode. Now, this is the heavy duty stuff, and like I said, I love just jumping in arcade mode. Just jump in a car, race around until literally you get calluses on your thumbs. But here's a little different. Now, you see, you're home, and if we check home, we'll see that we have a garage of absolutely nothing. Well, we're going to have to resolve that by going to a dealer here. Now, look at all the dealers that we have. We have Aston Martin, we have Dodge, TVR, Toyota, Mazda, Mitsubishi, Honda, Acura, Nissan, Subaru, and of course Chevrolet, as we were dealing with before. Now the only thing is, though, we only have $10,000 to fart around with to get a car. Chances are we're not going to get an Aston Martin right out of the gate. Although, let's see what they have. No used cars. That's a shocker. Okay. We can sell our car to Aston Martin, which they probably will have gales of laughter once they see it. We can tune it up. But of course, we can buy a new car right here now. So let's see what we've got. They have a DB7 Coupe and a DB7 Volante. Oh, look, the minimum asking price is $150,000. Well, if I stretch out the $10,000 vertically, it might make it more impressive, but alas, it's still $10,000. So, no. So, we will have to abandon our journey to get that Aston Martin, but we will one of these days. So let's see who has cheaper cars. Let's see who can be cheap on us. And Toyota's a pretty good brand. They got new cars, they got used cars, and that always worries me when I see special model. It means they got some tricked up cars there. It'll probably cost a few bucks, and of course, there's your trade. So let's see what they have in the new car ventures. They have a Starlet, Gizon 5, whatever that is, easy for me to say. But minimum is $14,300. I got a Corona, $22,290. Another Corolla for $16,900. An MR2 for $23,600, and so forth and so on, all outside our pricing range, because of course. So let's see what they have as far as used cars are concerned. Okay, we certainly have cars in our price range. I'd kill to see these prices. Indeed. Oh, honestly, Vin, when I had my car in an accident back in 2022, and in a way, the pandemic kind of bumped up the Kelley Blue Book prices because nobody was trading in cars. Nobody was driving around to trade in cars. Just prior to that. So it saved my car from being totaled because some trucker decided to occupy the exact point that I was in and put in about $7,500 damage onto my car, which I was very unhappy with. But it got paid for. Their insurance company claimed fault. That's surprising. And there you go. It also helped that I had a dash cam. Okay, so let's see. We got what was that? A May 70 Supra. Okay, Supra GT for $7,250. A Corolla for $7,000. A Sprinter also for $7,000. Another Supra GT for what's that? $6,740. That's our best bet thus far. $8,000 Supra, and so forth and so forth. And they have some rather expensive Supras down there, I have to admit, for used cars. So this so far is our best bet. If I'm reading that correctly, because I'm looking at Monitor 2. I should be looking at Monitor 1 because I'm stupid. Yep, 6740. Okay, very good. Let's see if anyone can outdo that one. Now, Honda actually has some pretty good types of cars as well as far as pricing range. And once again, used cars, excellent. Let's see what new cars go for though. The Civic 3-door, $17,280. Wow, Civic Racer, $19,980. The sedan, $18,000 and change. The Accord, $23,000 and change. The Accord, if I had the money, I'd do a wagon. Oh my God. 10-year-old me in the 2000s, I can earn a car one day and see $30,000 price tag. Me working on and off again part-time and see car cost $75,000 to $100,000 car. Yeah, well, it depends on the car, though. Depends on the car. Like I said, look at the Aston Martins. I'm not spending $150,000 on a car. I'm not one of those status symbol people. I'm sorry. The insurance on a car like that would be outrageous. And, of course, the Preludes. You got Type SH, $26,000. Standard Prelude for $18,830. Okay, well... Silly me. Used car. Okay, we got some cars within our price range. some of them will leave us with like very little money. We'll buy maybe lunch. What is the Prelude? Is a Prelude for? Yes. 8580 Del Sol 72. So the Prelude is 7250. That's not bad. 7220 for the Del Sol. That's not bad at all. Okay. Oh, we got another one there. Prelude 94 VTEC. Ooh. Okay, 9230. But again, that leaves us with less than $1,000 to play around with, because you will want to play around. Holy cow! Who the hell buys a $74,000 used car? So Honda is available, Toyota is available. Probably won't see too many others. Let's see what Nissan has. Back in the day, we used to call them Datsun. I got the S14 Silver Qs for $17,950. 180SX, 24, almost 25,000. You got another one nearly 20,000. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we're in trouble. Oh, there was the next. Oh. They're safe. Wow. Yeah, no chance here, kids. Okay, used car. Buying a used car. Oh my goodness. Now those are prices I can live up. I can be happy with. I can buy a used car. Nothing wrong with it, I guess, for $4,260. Got a $5,000, a $5,500, $6,760, $7,100, $7,300, and so forth like that. They are all within our price range up to a point. None of those terms mean anything to me but the price. Exactly. Thank you. It has 4 wheels, it has steering wheel, doors, headlights, taillights, a hood, a trunk. It's a car. So because I'm stupid, we're going to buy the $4,260. I don't think I'm going to beat that one. Let's take a look at the specs. It's not a bad looking car. Even by today's standard. Drivetrain, 133 oh my god, horsepower. I could get out and walk faster, considering my disability too. It weighs just over a ton. Now, I love about this game, they also tell you that it's an 88 Silva. This may not be a good purchase here, kids. I don't care, I'm going to buy it anyway. 713 appeared in 1988 to immediate acclaim. Styling was the main reason, as its had some coupe body, was something new at the time. Driver quality was the next factor, with its rear-wheel driving providing a light and sporty drive. It's a rear wheel. Oh, goody, I can fish all around this. The engine was initially a 1.8-liter T18, but this was replaced mid-model by a 2.0-liter inline 4-cylinder DOHC SR20. Top of the range K's was equipped with a turbocharged SR20 that produced 172 horsepower and 163.3 lift. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm buying this car. Tell me no more. I have a car. Now we're going to go home. Okay. It may be a car of regret, but I don't care. Now, what neat thing about this particular game is that you can also get your car tested in a machine test that tells you, what its actual horsepower is versus what it says on paper. And of course, you can get your car all cleaned up. But of course, the big thing is the licenses. Now, with 3 licenses you can go get. You can go get a B class, think of like minor league versus major league. Your A class, which is the major league, and of course your international A class. Now, in order to do that, you have to pass these tests, and that's starting at stopping, 2 different types: basics of cornering, basics of cornering again, multiple cornering. Pretty much, it wants you to not crash into things. And of course, you have to do a final test. Now, we're just going to do the first simple one, which I will fail probably quite a number of times. It gives you the car, but it gives you a certain amount of time. You drive 1,000 meters in this particular case. You have to stop fully on the grid, and you have only 36 seconds to do it with this Mazda Demio, which has to get up and go of a sloth. So here we go. I'm going to do a third-person thing on this one so I can clearly see the target I'm going to clearly miss. Okay, here we go. And fortunately, it gives you markers of how many meters. So here's the 100-meter mark. And of course, you're going to see the 200, 300, so forth. And as I said, I'm just now up to 68 miles per hour, so this thing doesn't exactly have to get up and go. Okay, we're now halfway there. So the idea is you want to brake somewhere after the 900 meter mark, assuming that you will actually brake in time. Like now. I missed it. Failed. Why? Because I just went outside the 36 seconds because I braked too soon. Good job. Try again. I did this so well in practice before I even did this the pre-stream. And I said, you know, as soon as I record myself doing this, as soon as I broadcast me doing this, I'm going to suck like a Hoover. Okay, there's your 100 meter, 200 meter, yeah, 300 meters. Oh my God, you get up and go, and this is just, Yeah, I'm hitting 90 miles an hour. 800, 900. And I did it, barely. I pass. Probably going to get a bronze for this one. Yep, bronze. I knew it. The best I was able to achieve was silver. And it's showing off its metallic luster. Something only Nintendo 64 at the time could only do, right? Right? Huh. I could have said otherwise. Okay, I'll take it. Whatever. Put my name in there for the history books, which will... Why am I hitting wrong buttons? Well, that's because it's me. That's what I do. Is there a hyphen? Is there not a hyphen on here? Or am I just blind? There's no hyphen. Whatever. Okay, cool. That works. I could try again, but I'm not going to. Okay, so now the second test, I only had one fail. Good for me. Now the second test, of course, starting and stopping. This time you're going to get a much faster car and heavier car. Remember, that was a lightweight that we were just driving just a few moments ago. So now what if we get like a car that actually has an engine in it instead of a rubber band and some twigs? Same 1,000 meters. This time you got a Mitsubishi GTO. Fast. And they chopped off a whole 9 seconds. Well, easy peasy. We can do it. Gonna redline the engine upon start, like any professional racer would do. 100. We got this. First try. As you see, I'm much faster. I'm already at the 500 meter mark, and I'm also already over 100 miles per hour, so this is going to be very neat. 8, 9, and missed that mark. Yep, completely off the grid. Good job. Had the timing right, at least. Okay, so you want to brake before you hit the 900 meter mark. Yeah, we're going to try again. If you don't succeed, fail again is what I say. Of course, got to get that red line. Thank you for the fart. That is wholly deserved, and I congratulate you for that well time. Okay, here we go. 300. 400. We can make it, Captain. 500 meters. 6, 7, 8. Brake. Made it. No, it says I did make it. Oh, because I was still in the white line. Son of a... Shut up. I am crying on the inside, just to let you all know. Here we go. Okay, we got it now. Yep, perfect. That's a good summary right there. 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, brake. I can't believe that. I failed again. So it's just like you have to have that one precise moment of braking. I'm not giving up. I'm fully vested in this now. Okay, try it again. 200. 300. 4. I'm not giving up until I get a bronze or a silver. No chance in hell I'm getting a gold. 8. 9. So if I break right before the 9, I miss the grid. But if I do it right at the 9, I overshoot the grid. There must be some sort of magic formula to this. Or we can just do that instead. Hey, chicken. Oh my goodness. Get all excited. Yeah? So how was your day? How was your day? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. I have no idea what you're saying. Good talk. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Okay, so here we go. Right there, right as we were getting started. Good timing there. Thank you, Ben. And continue. Okay. Once again, redlining on a start, just so I can blow up my engine. Thank God you can't do that in this game. Could you imagine? Oh, that would have been so... But all the manufacturers did not want their cars destroyed. That was like one of the underlying conditions of this game. 8. Oh, thank God. The chicken dance saved the day, Ben. You did it. You did it. Thank God for the chicken dance. Here you go. Let's hear it for the chicken dance. Alrighty, so we passed. Finally. And perfect. Exactly. Thank you very much. Okay, so, and we got a silver out of that one. I don't know how. I was thinking, you know, we may get 10 aluminum. Nope, we got silver. All right. So we actually did better. Overall, we did better on the second test than we did on the first one, even though it took us like 9 years to pass this one. Look at it again. Is there? They don't have a freaking hyphen. They got every other damn stuff. I guess that's the hyphen. That's a hyphen. Oh, pack, of course. Of course. Yeah, that's a hyphen. Okay. Okay. Could have fooled me. Okay. Works for me. We'll go by my former full moniker, Pac-Man. Okay. So, basically, you pass all these tests in order to get the overall test and get your B license. Once you get your B license, you can go into some of the more coveted racetracks without having to get one. So we're going to not bother with that one. Try session number 3. No, we're not going to do that. It's bad enough that I took 9 years to do number 2. That didn't sound right. Usually they call that constipation. Okay, so we're going to back out of this. We're not going to get our license just quite yet. We will one of these years, but not today. So now we're going to do a machine test. I want to see what my car can possibly do. Now, test performance of your car, no fee required. Excellent. So we're going to do a 0 to 400 test, a 0 to 1000 test, and of course the max speed test. I think we already know what. Indeed, I think we already know. Long dump, yes. We're going to do the 0 to 400 test. And a free time measurement. Okay, cool. No restrictions or license or car type. Excellent. And I've seen people do some of these tests, like the horsepower test, and completely destroy their car. Now, we also have the opportunity to change parts, which we won't do, but let's see what we can do. Let's see. Well, we have a spring rate, 1.8, both rear and front. Ride height is level, 135. Oops, sorry. Dampened at 0 level, good. Camera's 0 level, stabilization, and brakes. Okay, they're just standard. Turbo boost, 0 level, good. Gear ratio, okay. And of course, we have a downforcer. We have to have one because we're rear-wheel drive. And that was simply, it's called the spoiler. The reason why those are on cars of this type, because the fact that you don't want your car doing a flip in the air, doing high speeds. Now, chances are my car won't do that kind of a high speed, to be fair. All right, so we can also change the parts. We have all normal stuff. All right, all normal. We have a normal computer. That's good. I hate abnormal computers, especially in cars. They kind of F up things. And we have gear type, flywheel. Everything is normal. Nothing out of the ordinary. No intercooler. That's interesting. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start. And here we go. All right, now remember, this is a $4,600 used car. And we're off to a not quite flying start. This is a 0 to 400. Okay, 10 seconds to the halfway point. Okay, 16.554 seconds. A new record, huh? Well, that's because there was no old record. How about that? So I'm ranked first by default. I'll take it. That's not a bad looking car even today. I already said that, but that... Now, funny, my previous car, one before I have one now, actually had a spoiler, despite the fact it was a front-wheel drive. Don't really need those, but it was built into the car, so they actually said, yeah, let's make this look nice. Cool. Okay, yeah, I've got to put my name in every freaking thing. Hey, it already remembers that I'm Pac-Man. Great. Okay, so that's the 400-meter challenge. So it does that in 16 and a half seconds. That's okay. That's good. For a $4,000 car, it's expected. How about that? Now we're going to laugh at the time trial for 1,000 meters. Oh boy. What it's doing is loading up the laugh track. That's what it's doing. I'll give it a hand. We actually have a laugh track here. We have a short laugh track. There. Oh, no, wait, it's on full right now. Excellent. Just getting it ready. Okay. All right, so we're going to leave everything by default, and let's go. Even though I have over $5,000 to change parts and stuff like that is, Okay, so that actually wasn't bad from a red line. There's nothing like revving your car up to 8,000 revolutions and then throwing that thing in the drive. Almost 11 seconds at the 200 meters. We beat our time at the 400 meter. That's actually good. Oh my god, I'm actually doing better than expectation? No. I'm just going to sail it out. 29.3 seconds. Okay. Interesting. No canned laughter needed. That actually wasn't terrible. I'll take it. Okay. Surprisingly, we beat our 400 meter with this 1,000 meter because by about less than half a second. That's in car racing. That's everything. Those little fractions of seconds will do wonders. That's the difference between first and something other than first. Okay, now, max speed test. this laugh track might as well be ready now. Okay, we're going to test our maximum speed. I've never tested a car's maximum speed before because I value my life. But I've known people to do that. I do know a lot of car enthusiasts over the years. Thank you for the fart. Must have been that chilly. Okay, I've known hell, I still work with car enthusiasts. And they love their cars, and they show off their engines and all that kind of stuff. And then they go on the road and they destroy themselves. So I was on the Palmetto, coming back from London Lass's hospital. And we'll just let it sit there for a second. I was passed by this guy who was just literally racing on a three-wheeler, and he shot past me like I was just standing still on the highway. And I'm like, holy cow, what the hell's wrong with you? And I catch up to him about 4 or 5 minutes later. I saw there was a lot of debris on the tarmac, and I'm thinking, oh goody, what happened now? And then I see him on the shoulder with something less than 3 wheels suddenly. I have to actually turn. It's one of those tracks. Reminds me of the Daytona track in a way, where in order to actually make that turn, you have to go at least 90 miles per hour just so you can stay on the tarmac. Otherwise, you're going to go right into the shoulder like I'm trying not to do right now. The max speed is 132 miles per hour, 133 miles per hour. And don't go all fishy on me. There you go. Hey, you straighten up. That was God punishing him? It's karma. I mean, yay, he can sail past cars. Fantastic. My car's not a slow car. Like I said, it does its job. But to do that, well, what do you expect? I mean, come on. The max went down to 142. Oh, come on. The thing was equipped for a dual shock, but didn't use the analog feature. That's alright. Imagine I just went in the pit. Okay. That's not bad. A nice long straightaway. Yeah, there's your max. I'm going to stop it right there. You made a new record. 142 miles per hour. That's actually pretty damn good for a car of this age. It's a 1988 model, and considering that it was dirt cheap by comparison of all the other cars, I am one for value. I'm not unhappy. That's good. I'll take that. So now we know our car's performance, and that's going to be important because we're now going to take this to a race. But before we take a race, gotta get our car cleaned up. So we're going to take our car to the car wash. Okay. The one wash credits 50, so we have 57.40. Will bring us down to 56.90. Oh, I can't wash our car? But my car's dirty. My car must not be dirty. Despite the time trials, I'm persistent. You will wash my car. Wash my damn car! Fine. You'll show me. Okay, now we have the opportunity to race. And we're going to do time trial, spot races, whole events, and of course the Gran Turismo League. And you can also do memory card battles and others, take previous races from other people and stuff like that, and do time trials with that. But we're going to do your typical time trial. Okay, now take a look. We got all these racetracks. We got test course, high-speed ring, aluminum, I can't read, dude. Autumn Mini, Grand Valley, Clubman Stage 5, my favorite, Trial Mountain. Autumn Ring, the other one. Deep Forest test course, I mentioned before. Special Stage R5, the Grand Valley, and the Special Stage R11. We are wimps. You won't wash my car. I'm going to do the test ring. The test ring is your typical racing oval. We don't have a Ghost Replay to load. We don't even have a memory card because we're just doing this for the exhibition of this thing. And once again, you can change your parts and all that. Nope. Default City. Here we go. This time we're actually going to do first person because I love driving that way. I don't like driving outside my car, as I said before. Kind of puts a handicap that's quite unnecessary. But as I mentioned before, the attention to detail is just absolutely fantastic. You know, from things like shadowing, lighting, reflection, the sounds, the physics engine. Again, it was borrowed from, of all things, Motor 2 Grand Prix. The same people responsible for that game made this thing as well. While the first one is certainly laughable, it was a hell of a lot of fun to play. And along came Gran Turismo and changed everything. Because before you had like Ridge Racer, and again for, you know, you had a Saturn, you had Daytona USA, Sega Rally, you know, arcade racers. And here you get into the nuts and bolts of racing itself, buying a car, souping up your car for performance. Something you have to get a computer to play. Now it's on your PlayStation. And it took 5 whole years to develop this game. $5 million of investment put into this game. And this game overall, in its run, I mean, when I say run, continuously printing the game until they finally stopped printing it altogether. Sold over 7 million copies worldwide, more than 2 million copies here in the United States, making it the all-time best-selling PlayStation game in the world, and rightly so. And even if you don't like racing, you just want to drive around, they got that game for you here as well, the arcade mode. Even if you're not a car fanatic, just like racing. Now this is just a time trial. This is pretty much a who cares. You're just trying to see what your best lap is on this rather simple track. But like I said, one of the first things that got me is the fact that you do have a sensation of speed. I've seen some games that they tell you on the speedometer you're traveling over 100 miles per hour, and yet you're falling asleep looking at what's coming at you. It's taking forever to do that. And I've seen a few games do that over the years. This game defied that. Now we got racing games that just simply like almost look like looking at reality, as opposed to this one. And this game did cap out the polygon count. There is pop-up, but it's rather hard to know where it is because they cleverly just did everything so well. As you can see, the trees popping up now. Okay, I actually shaved 18 seconds off my lap time for the second lap. Not bad. It's like I actually know what I'm doing. Holy cow, that's scary. That is scary for me. I'm gonna take a break in just a second so we can meet our requirement for the ads for this doohickey. We'll do that right after this replay. It does have a slow get up and go. I'll give that. And I'm not used to driving a rear-wheel drive. Like I've never owned a rear-wheel drive car before. My dad, on the other hand, he used plenty of them. Good Lord. Then again, my dad was an engine and transmission specialist for 38 years. Like I said, he knew a few things about cars, how to get them to run an optimal performance and all that kind of stuff. Hell, he made driving a station wagon look good. That's hard to do considering they're the size of a small building. The Pontiac Bonneville station wagon sat 9 people. But also, if you flip down the rear seat, you got a lot of storage space. In fact, you can flip the two back seats. Plus, it had an open gate, and it was pretty much like a truck with a hood on it in the back. Actually missed that. Miss that vehicle. Spent a lot of years doing stuff in that thing. The reason why he got rid of the Corvette was because, well, he got a family. You know, got me, okay, well, you can keep the Corvette. Then along came my brother. And holy smokes, no. No longer a family car because that Corvette was a 2-seater. They didn't do 4-seaters yet. There you go. That actually doesn't look bad at all. Except for my slightly weaving from overcoming the turns there. That's not bad. I almost look professional. Despite my mediocrity. I am giving the tires a slight torture, it sounds like. And with the physical limitations mentioned earlier, you saw, if you took a look at some of the tarmac there, you actually see where the polygons don't quite meet up. And that's because it was literally stressing the hell out of the graphics engine that the PlayStation is capable of producing. But wait, remember, Gran Turismo 2 is just around the corner from this game as well. We'll discuss that next week as we play that one. And we'll actually dive into PlayStation 2's catalog, which we don't often do here because that's beyond 2000. But it's notable for Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. Because I was actually silly enough to have a PlayStation 2 from Japan, and so I had to import the game too, right? Alright, cool. Alright, with that having in mind, we're going to take a break for another 2 minutes worth of commercials. We got to pay some bills, so we'll be right back. Don't you go away. Appreciate it. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I wish I had been using this particular package, the OBS, from day one, because I've used Twitch Studios largely because, well, Twitch made it. It's for their own thing. You think it would be good, and it was good. But man, did it draw a lot of resources. For this thing, not at all. I've had nowhere near problems I have with OBS. Although it doesn't have a lot of features that Twitch Studio does, like, for example, the countdown and chat window. You have to actually use a browser source for that, which is kind of weird. I mean, who the hell chats on Twitch, right? There you go. I hear Gabby's on the rampage. We're about to become rampaging-like. And there he is. Anyway, having said that, I think he may need to go. Anyway, there's that. About a quarter of a minute left to go for the ads, and we're going to go right back into Gran Turismo because we're going to do some racing. Some actual bona fide racing. And we are back. Time is up. All right. More good stuff to come. All right, so let's head back over to the console and let's get playing for Rage. What the hell? Okay. Yeah. Okay. If this is not one of the best action movies I think that's out there. It's almost like that's like almost like projectile vomiting sound as opposed to actual battle cries. Okay. Now, having been a Foley artist myself, this is not the best example of yelling. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen enough. Okay, then. Yeah. Good movie. I'm pretty sure we'll see that in the theaters sometime in the near future. Anyway. I'm not even sure what the hell that was. Okay, so we got a new record here. 3 minutes, 3 seconds. And change. All right. And once again, I get to put my name. And no, now we have a ghost. So here's the beauty of the ghost feature. Actually, you race against yourself from your previous record. Now the ghost is on. Do one more time. And then we'll do some actual racing on some other tracks. This is from a red line. You can see, oh my goodness, that's kind of... I actually had a better start than I did before. Now, can I maintain that? That's the thing. There I am back there. So I actually started off much better than previous. I don't even see my ghost in the rear view mirror here. So not bad. Not bad at all. But you know what's going to kill me are those turns. As simple as they are, unfortunately, they don't require a great deal of maneuvering, but it's so easy to screw up, considering that I'm doing over 100 miles per hour. And I'm staying on the inside. And I gotta slowly meet myself up to the center. The rumbling is okay with this. I actually handle that pretty smoothly for once. I gotta stop wavering, find that straight line, which is not that one. Don't get stupid, Pac-Man. Come on. Start finding that line again. Yeah, there's I think I found it just now. Entering the next turn 3 and 4 without getting overly stupid. So it looks like my ghost is a full second behind me. So I can handle. And I crashed the wall. Okay, first lap's minute 38. Very good. Shaved almost 2 seconds off that. I can just stay in the straight line though. That's not helping. Oh, goodness. Now my ghost catches up with me. I'll add at least a second back onto my time. In fact, I can even... Yep. Okay. He's not there. I'll say the soundtrack of this game is also pretty amazing. Okay, final turn coming up. Turns 3 and 4. I made one error thus far. Right before turns 1 and 2. Keep that accelerator going, and there I am. I shave a good second off my time. All right. And we'll skip the replay, to be fair. As soon as I'm able to. Oh, you can actually change the count. Okay, that's cool. All right. New record. Yep, we did. Shave a full second. I'm actually pleased with that. Okay. Let's exit off this thing. Now we're actually going to do some racing with some AI cars. They actually called it AI cars with this particular thing. They actually had racers do their thing. We're going to get up time trial. Now let's do some racing. Let's do spot racing. Now, no license is required. You have your same tracks that you've seen before, or at least the high-speed ring. So it's good to just, race around. There's no license, there's no restrictions. Just bring your car in, boom. And where my folks live, they actually had a racetrack that allowed just that. It was cool actually watching people just drive around the tracks with their cars. Of course, if they did something stupid, they're going to regret it. It's like, hey, why did you race? Absolutely not. Let's do Grand Valley. Okay, so experience a real racing circuit, Grand Valley, a race for beginners which uses the east section of the circuit. All right. So let's see how bad I really do now. Okay, we're going to do a start qualified test run. Yeah, let's actually qualify for this one. We're always going to do automatic transmission. And look at that, a bona fide racetracky. And nice, beautiful day to boot. Okay. Now, we know my car's top speed is 142 miles per hour, as is right now, with all the default things in it. Now, will we actually maintain 142 miles per hour? Absolutely not. Not with my driving. Yeah, there's a hairpin turn. I'm already in the gravel. Good job. Yeah, okay. Now qualify me any day. We'll just drive by the rearview mirror. Okay, so far, we're doing horribly. If I'm going to do that, I might as well do it in the actual race instead of qualifying. Enter the corners. And like I said, we don't drift it. I don't have a drift style. I do not like drifting. It looks cool. That's all I got. Yep, there we go. One more time. Okay, I reverse. Thank you. Doing great, Pac-Man. Doing great. Hey, at least I'm in first place, right? Right? Huh? Of course, I'm the only one on the track, but I'm first place, damn it! Of course, thank you. Pesky mountain got in the way. Same thing as the wall. Now, my only thing about this, the DualShock controller was like brand spanking new. And while it was built for it didn't use the analog feature of it whatsoever. For this particular thing here. It does have an analog control, yes, we saw the settings, but I don't have a DualShock 1. They weren't thinking DualShock 2, and that's like my one thing playing it on this particular console. But that's me. Okay, so yeah, okay, yeah, okay, cool. I was only off the mark. 57 seconds. Oh. God, okay. Well, at least I qualified, right? Right? New record, yeah. An anonymous record, but record nevertheless. It's mine. I start the race. I'm in 6th place. I don't care. As long as I'm not 7th place, I'll be fine. But knowing me, I'll find a way anyway. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm all the way in the back. Okay. Start's not too bad. I'm actually in pace with the other cars, sort of. I suspect they all have much better and certainly more expensive cars than I do than my $4,000 car. Wow. That's okay, I'll find a way to screw this up. Trust me. Yep. Okay, save that one. So far, doing good. 6th place, yeah. Here comes another good turn. Small tire torture there. Everything's good. All right. At least they're all within sight. Now, this kind of reminds me, sort of, like I said, the racetrack over there where my mom and dad live. Now, I mentioned, my dad passed away. I still speak of him in present tense, just out of habit. He lived to be almost 80. And I was there for 50 of those years, so it means a lot. Oh, is that all? Sorry. I collided with another car, is what that was. Hey, I'm in 5th place. Oh, well, that was short-lived. All right, cool. I briefly, for like a nanosecond, was 5th place. Oh, good. Goodness. Be one with that wall. Okay. I'm actually leaning in my chair. That's... Yeah. Like that extra lean is going to alter physics here and give me an extra boost in that turn. Tells you how good the game is, actually. To be honest. Done. As mentioned before, though, my favorite of all-time racing games is Burnout Paradise. And that's because of the free mode. It has a hell of a free mode. Of course, you destroy all the billboards and break open all the fences and stuff like that. Never mind all that. It's the fact that you just drive around just for the hell that you can, of course, crash your car. And I do repeatedly, trust me. I used to play that game, that was one of the stressed-out games I used to play. Not terrible, not terrible. 5th place was not that much better than me. Yep, get out of my way. This is for the demo now. And let's see the replay. Sure. We got time. Not bad. Okay, so yeah, the takeoff was comparable to that of the other cars. Of course, I'm in last place, so it's going to be a little bit harder for me. What I expect. Let's see if I can watch the car now. Now I've actually collided with other cars, and of course, the terrain that's surrounding said car. The wall. I actually saved that from doing a 360. I'm kind of pleased with that. A lot of people, what they do, when they get into a spill like that, they actually slow down, trying to recover from that. You want to speed up, actually, because you're going to apply this centrifugal force there to keep you in line, instead of having just continue going around and around and around. Here I am. Say, good camera angle. And like I said, the little details like the car body leaning, you see the gap where the tires are and everything like that. The physics are quite astounding. And I'm one for details. I love bells and whistles in games. It's all part of the gaming mechanics overall. And it's just one of those games you just simply practice more and more and you'll get better at. And even I, with my mediocrity, will eventually get better. But I only have 2 hours to play this, so. Oh, the grandstand just boom, right there.
That's not bad. Did better than I thought I did.
Okay, that's not bad. Here's where I was briefly in 5th place and just get overcome like that, because that has a better, that's a much better car than mine, to be fair. You see the other cars as well doing much better than myself. Give it that 1st place cars. Yeah, see, all these cars are a hell of a lot better than my jalopy there, so I'm not totally disappointed in my performance. Just somewhat.
Get all that traction from the grass, sure. Seriously cutting corners there, that's for sure. Okay. Not terrible. Not great, not terrible.
See the canopy just boom.
Bit of a pop-up, yeah, but hey.
There you go. Yeah, I'll take it. All right, cool. New record. 6th place. Yay! And my thing is, at least my lap 2 is better than my lap 1. And if I ever have a bad lap 2 versus lap 1,
yeah, okay, yeah, I screwed up. Yeah.
But no, 8 seconds better. So, hey, I'll take it. Bonus credits. I get $100 for my performance. Yay, I'm making the money now. Now my grand total of credits is 840, excuse me. And that's how you earn money in this game. You race. And then you eventually earn more money. Actually, you want to pretty much soup up your car first before you start trading in your cars to get better cars. So let's continue. Okay. So now I've earned 100 whole bucks. We semi-conquered the Grand Valley East section. Now we're going to take the deep forest. Can't? Yes, we can. Okay. See, I want to take that one. See? That one right there. Now, as you can see, it has a massive hairpin turn right there. It also has a big old multi-hairpin turn down there at the bottom. Experience racing through a forest. Sounds like the key. Let's go. Now, here in Florida, we actually do have forests. They're pretty much all surrounding the Everglades and in the center of the state and all that. The Everglades takes up a huge portion of Florida itself, but it's not a forest by design. It's a marsh or swamp, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we have to qualify. I'm going to drive our automatic transmission car. See how badly we can do this time. That's the first thing we're going to hit is that first hairpin. Then there'll be a second hairpin, and then yet another hairpin. There's that long straightaway which I'm at the end of now. Honestly, I freaking hate hairpins. Maybe I'll do that. I'm an idiot. Okay, so I'm already looking at maybe 3rd place best. Just from that marvelous performance. We all know I'm going to get to 6th place. Who am I kidding? Okay. Yeah, it is like driving through a forest. I'm right about that. And a big old tunnel. And another big old tunnel. Beautiful. Like I said, I don't play to win. I just play to play. And it's so much fun. Much more fun that way. I have no expectations whatsoever. Now, despite the fact that I've been gaming for over nearly half a century, I should say, I just love to play the game. So I'm not an expert on any game per se, except maybe a couple. I dare say I'm an expert in the Pac-Man family of games. Certainly Galaga. Maybe Donkey Kong. No, it's very old school games. But then again, I was a kid then. What do I know? But when it comes to car racing games, it's just a sensation. And a really good, well-crafted car racing game is like an absolute joy for me. And this definitely is one of them. How even the demo's like, hey, let's ride that corner. Let's hit that shoulder. Yeah, let's see. I want to see what it looks like from the outside. All right. A lot of people are cheering me on for some reason. They must not see me race before. That's it. So who the hell's Super Pac? That's some politics thing or whatever. There I am. All right. Not in my case. Just for the record, PAC are my initials. All right. Now, what the beauty of this is before PlayStation 2, obviously. PlayStation 2 was being conceived at this particular moment of time. Yep, the more you know, exactly. Make sure you write that down. This is important. PlayStation 2 was being conceived. The only real other 3D engine out there, because Saturn really wasn't a 3D engine per se. It was a heavy duty 2D engine for the most part. Nintendo 64 was the other one. Nintendo 64 was hampered the fact that its medium was cartridge, so they couldn't put in a lot of data. That's why you had some rather low res sampling as far as imagery and stuff like that. So imagine they had the buffering, the anti-aliasing and stuff like that for the PlayStation 1. This is the only way that this game could have been even better. But again, for a mid-generation PlayStation 1 game, and it did take 5 years to develop it, so this is, pre-first gen, I'm just absolutely stunned that even to this day, in 2024, this game still looks pretty darn amazing, considering the generation that it sits within. When we talk about the Gran Turismo 2 next week, we're going to find out a few secrets as me being the retailer, having to sell this game and having to explain to my customers why you need to bring it back. And that was an interesting experience, I have to admit. Good times. Okay, I predictably was 6th. What a shock. All right. Single lap. Let's go ahead and start that race. See how much more money I won't earn. Oh, thanks for dropping by. Here's your $100. Really? Oh, goody. I can now get some ice cream and some Cracker Jacks. Some snow caps. All right, off to actually decent start. I'll fix that real fast. Up to the wall I go. Yay. So there's a 4th, 5th. Where's 6th place? There you are. I saw you in the rear view. There you are. Back in my usual position. I'll catch up with you, boys. Don't worry. I'll be here soon enough. Sometime before we all die, I'll make it there to first place. And not with that wall there. Oh, thank God it had an edge to that. Yep, now they're all clearly out of sight. That's perfect. Click on that disjointed red mark there on the map. Instead of being connected to the rest of them. Okay, and I'm reconnected to them. Excellent. Straightaways, actually, the car does very well. But that's not surprising. Most cars will. But this car seems to be doing much better on the straightaway. It's that cornering. It's just... Oh, no. That's you. Yep. I can do it. There we go. Yep, I'm well behind now. I'm good, at least a good 3 to 4 seconds off. Good 3 to 4 seconds off. Clearly 6th place. Ouch. Rotten first lap, but then again I spun out, so. That's to be expected here. Now, when Gran Turismo 3 came out, I'm going to spell this out now, so I'll probably forget about it in 2 weeks. I did get that steering wheel for it. I had to, because it was just, it anchored to my desk, and it was absolutely perfect. It was a perfect complement to that game. Now, I do have in my possession Namco's Neogen controller, which essentially was a paddle with a controller built around it. I'm actually tempted to put it in for the next game. I'm not going to do it today because I don't want to. I've pretty much set up everything as is for today's exhibition. But I think I will try it next time. It came with Ridge Racer 4, which was outstanding. Another fantastic PlayStation 1 racer. Might break that one out too one of these days. My problem is I love history. I love talking about the old days of gaming. Like the one a couple of weeks back with Stern Electronics. And the games of Nintendo that London last picked. The history of Sega, and the history of Nintendo, Atari, Gottlieb, Williams, hell, Activision. Hey, well, at least I'm with the cars. At least I caught up somewhat. There you go. There we go. They're gonna give me my $100. My pity pay. Yep, that's how you race. Just bumping the back of the car. Oh my goodness. Doing great there. Start off decently. And the crowd hadn't left yet. So, yeah, you know. There you go. Yep, there I go. I get paid for just driving. Exactly. Oh, you showed up. Here you go. Well, it was the late 90s, so. My guaranteed $100. Yeah, not bad. And this is where I get. I'm going to get squirrely here in a few seconds, I think. I'll probably confuse the hell out of the camera. It is amazing that they actually bother with a fence like that for the graphics design.
You mentioned the other console. There we go. Yep. Good job. I just couldn't handle that turn.
The other console that actually had some really fantastic racing games. I do want to mention Sega Dreamcast. Sega Dreamcast, of course, was the final Sega system, made launched back in 1999. There were some fun games out there, like the Speed Devil series. They made a pair of those. They did make a Daytona for it, as well as Sega Rally 2. Which had a frame rate problem, sadly. But nevertheless, it was a lot of fun to play. But I just dig these games. I really do. Love racing games in general. Some better than others. But as far as like gameplay overall and expectations and such like that, dare I say this is one of the better examples of delivering what's promised. And I don't exactly hand out compliments like lollipops. Thank you. Thanks for the bazinga. There you go. Weird, that didn't even register on the activity feed. But I appreciate it, thanks. Hey, Phantom70, I am doing fine. How about you? Hey, Elon, that's thanks for the sticker. I'm doing okay. I'm just watching my performance for this particular thing. Thank you for the R2. How are you doing today, Phantom70? Actually, it's quite hot down here where I am. I suffered from heat exhaustion earlier this week, and I'm still kind of pins and needles effect there, if you will. All right, I think we've done enough seeing how badly I drive, so let's go ahead and see my new record of 6th place. But at least I did better second lap than I did the first one. R2 fail. Thank you, Ben. Indeed. Okay, we got 13 minutes. I got my usual $100 for just being there. Thank you. Thank you for the party horn. And we will continue. So I imagine I'm going to get $100 races until I can actually afford stuff. So we're going to go ahead and exit out of the racing. So what we've done now, in order to do some other stuff, we have to have licenses. We don't have licenses yet, but one day we will. So you have to have an A license for that. Thank you. Making it rain indeed. I wish it would, actually. Not that kind of thing. And then, of course, the GT League in there. Oh boy, you have to have an international. You have to have at the very least a B license and so forth. So that's going to take time. That's going to take some practice, certainly. And now can I get a car wash? Yes, I can wash my car. Thank you for the happy sticker. Appreciate it. That's one of the most cheerful, annoying stickers out there. Okay, let's wash my car. Oh my goodness! Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, that's how you destroy things. That's how you wash cars. You just literally spin off the dirt off of your car through centrifugal force. Makes sense. Thank you for the happy cat sticker. All right, we're going to go ahead and exit out of this particular mode. But like I said, this was a cool game. And for it, you can truly call it a sim. Because you can customize your car, soup it up, change everything. Shocks, springs, brakes, tires, everything. But for now, we're going to spend our next, 11 minutes back into the arcade mode. Okay, single race. Easy. Now let's see. We're going to drive an Aston Martin this time. Thank you for the smoochy slot. I like that one. Thank you, Lendelas. Okay, we got the DB7 Coupe. I don't like its color, though. Mustard yellow. Yeah, that'll stand out. Perfect. Aston Martin should always be mustard yellow cars. Okay, so once again, this is my favorite track of all, the Club in Stage 5. Now, see, we already did the Grand Valley. We didn't do the Trial Mountain. So let's go ahead and do a Trial Mountain. See how my my inconspicuous, hard to see, hard to spot. You'll never see it in the background. Nope.
The dog with the butter dog.
Oh my God.
The dog with the
Thanks
butter.
for the butter dog. And just think, you got me to say but a dog. Yeah, nobody will see this car. No, it'll blend in with the greatest of ease. Certainly it's fast. Now, I've been driving slow cars for the sim because that's all I could. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay, that's great. Would you like to go forward, please? Thank you. Thank you for the angry duck. We're getting there. And predictably, I'm in 6th place. Okay, see if we can not fishtail like crazy. But of course, it's me. Perfect. Oh, Airborne City. Yes. Get that hang time. Holy cow. Yep, that's why we have spoilers on rear wheel drive cars. So you don't do a Superman right there in the old thing. Thank you for the butter cat. You know what? Fuck this. We're going to go the other way. Dee, 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 dee. The fact that it even lets you do this brings a smile to my face. You gotta remember that the arrows now mean the opposite. Thank you for the annoying parrot. No, not go the right way. I want to go the wrong way. I want to eventually meet up with my colleagues. Just perhaps a bit violently. Oh, stop it. Come on. I'm gonna find a way to be worse than 6. There we are. Hey. That was. Hey, where you guys going? No. Okay, what about you? Jesus. Okay, I'm not doing well. Yeah, that was quick. But it's not going to help my lap time at all. Ooh, almost. Thank you for the part. Appreciate it. Okay. Yep, still on the first lap. Okay. Just seeing your horizontal line just go on all kinds of different angles all of a sudden. Thanks for the oof sticker. Yep. Once a spin out, rather dramatically, I must admit. Never giving up. Never surrender. Okay, whoa. Yeah. Okay, they'll be done, by the way. Because they'll complete their second lap. There are only 2 laps. And so I'll be continuing on my lap forever and ever and ever. Oh, Jesus. Okay, here's another one that's going to be a little bit high. Yeah. So my question is, what happens to those cars when they stop? Do they just continue racing around? Or do they actually stop in a grid-like formation? We'll find out. Once we encounter them, because we will encounter them. I'm noticing you, nonetheless. Thank you for the sticker. Appreciate it. Nope, they're still going. Okay. So they too will drive around forever and ever and ever. Until we run out of petrol. We will do it. If that were a thing in this game, my God, that'd be so freaking awesome. Okay, I've lapped twice now. Still going the wrong way, so it doesn't count. That's fine by me. Amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Never seem to go around that one. I'm going for the world's worst lapping. I'm going to run into them again. Probably right about now. And here they come. Now just let them pass. course, I'm going to also list right into the center of the road. So they're going to collide into me, or am I just going to go from the angle? I'm just going to go from the angle. They're going to come right behind me? No. Oh my goodness. Really? Yeah, really. Oh, they can't seem to go around. I'll tell you, I'll get out of your way. Let's get out of your way. Oh, thank you. I'm hanging in there. How much longer I can do this? Yep, there's my airborne hang time. Okay. There we go. Jesus. Oops. Okay, they're still coming at me. You know what? Screw this. We'll just might as well do the right thing and play it correctly. I'd just stop spinning out like that. It would be pretty decent endeavor otherwise. So far my first lap is 6 minutes. Perfect. Oh, I almost flipped up. Thank you for the first. I gotta turn up the volume on those. I have no idea why they're so down. Although the sound alerts are like super loud, the stickers are not. Appreciate the stickers there, London Labs. There I go again. Excellent. Okay. Alright. Yep, perfect. So, I bet you Aston Martin's so glad they don't show collision marks or anything like that. Mangled up bodies and such. Okay, there we go. Perfect, perfect. Handling like a dream. You know, if you could blow out tires, I would have done all 4 by now. Guaranteed. Perfect. There's only mountains to collide into. Yeah, there's. Doesn't take much. Does not take much at all. It's like I have a handbrake just built into the maneuvering. Perfect. Okay. Remember, I'm trying to get out of 6th place. I don't know. It's going to be close. And once again, we're going to do some hang time. Yep, there it goes. Thank God for the spoiler. Of course. Now, because I negative lap so much, I could have sworn I've already done this. I guess I did not complete a lap yet, according to the timer up there. I think that's coming up now. Either that is going to count my negative laps against me, and I have to do all that just to get my first lap back. Of course, I'm not going to help by doing it this way. They're catching up to me eventually. I'm heading for the 9-minute mark. Doing great. I only have a minute to go. Extreme game time. I should have lapped. Okay, it did. 9-minute lap. Perfect. 9 1/4 minutes. I'm going to earn my $100. If I were playing the sim mode anyway. Here they'll just take away my license. You're so excited. You just can't hide it. You're about to lose control. No, I know you like it. Okay. Thanks for the sticker. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Time's up like it matters. Just gonna finish up the lap here. Eventually. Up. Oh, I didn't spin out for once. Yay. Of course, I made contact with just about everything out there. All right.
Yep.
Oh, there's a spin out. Here you going. Almost there. You can do it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Finally, we made it. Or at least my second lap was a lot better than my first. Just by a hair. That was so close. Thank you for the level up. That time is so close. I mean, I missed it just by a hair. Oh no, we're not. No. We're not ready for a replay. Oh, that color so. That's so un-Aston Martin-like color. Oh my God. That color is rivaling the sun. Jesus. Get any more conspicuous of a color, it would be that. Oh my God. Horrible. I start off okay, and then of course I immediately start spinning out, and that's what it looks like from the outside. Oh my God. Okay. I think we've seen enough. New record! Yeah, that's a record, all right. 10 minutes, 55 seconds. Perfect. Oh, perfect. And that's Gran Turismo.
I love this game.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the fart. All right. Let's wrap it up. Okay, perfect. And that's our new TV, by the way. For later games, that'd be the Gold Star television. Kind of like it. All righty, let's get out of here. If you like what you saw, and if you did, well, good. You have high tolerance then. Wouldn't mind giving me a follow. Greatly would appreciate it. I also have a YouTube page that you can like and subscribe for all my past streams that are no longer found here on Twitch. There's an Instagram page of all the crap that I've been collecting video game-wise over the last 48 years of gaming. There's Twitter out there that tells you when I do something stupid, much like this. And, of course, Discord. We're going to do a Monday night continuance of a role-playing game called Final Fantasy II. And we're heading to the moon. Goldstein was RCA? Was it? No. Well, it's funny. I went from a Gold Star to an RCA back when I was a kid. And the difference was, of course, the Gold Star was black and white. The RCA was color. That's another time for another tale and all that kind of neat stuff. Alrighty. Like I said, Monday and Thursday, we're going to continue on with Final Fantasy II. We're up to the moon, so we don't have much to go except getting our asses kicked. Gold Star, indeed. That's a good TV anyway. They don't make them like they used to. All right, we will see you again Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. And appreciate you stopping by. Thanks a lot. If you like the art that you see right now, that's Billy Jackson's work. Did a great job. Twitter.com/Billy Graphics. Some jackass did the music. We'll see you all next time. Bye.